Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back into Beat the Book. As always, I'm your boy Big Al Better. This is Beat the Book. This is the channel where we do sports betting. We got our NBA March 4th slate of games for you guys today. If you guys are new to the channel, the way we kind of do it, we jump into the slate. I give you guys my lean on the over/under and the spread, and then I also give you guys one player prop from each game. There's been a couple times where we've done like other types of props too, like team total overs, something like that. But for the most part, I try to keep it to player props. So anyway, we got 6 games on the slate for you guys today. NBA March 4th. The 2 first games are basically the best games today. The rest are kind of should be one-sided, kind of. Not that anything's guaranteed in sports betting or whatever, but they all feel kind of one-sided, kind of, except for Hawks Bucks way down in the slate. But anyway, without wasting too much time, let's go ahead and hop into it. Yesterday, quick recap: we went 14 and 16 on the day. Went 4 and 6, I think, on the player props. So we were 10 and 10 on the picks on the over/unders and spreads. Which is, slightly less than 50%. We've been slightly above 50% on our other picks, so we're still hovering right around that 51, 52% on the season so far basically since the All-Star break. I wasn't doing a lot of these videos until the All-Star break. But anyway, like I said, that's the recap of how yesterday went. It was a solid night. Lock of the day, which I put a short out for that every single day. We're 7 in a row on that right now, which puts us at 9 and 3 since the All-Star break, which is a great record. We're just really hot right now. Hopefully we can keep that going throughout the rest of this week. But yeah, let's hop into the slate. We got the first game of the day, Thunder at the Knicks. Should be, like I said, arguably the best game. 4.5 is the spread. Thunder are favored on the road. Shea's a game time decision, but he didn't play last night, so I'm expecting him to play today. Knicks are basically fully healthy. They've got, Miles McBride's their only player that's missing, but he's been out for a while. So you got a fully healthy Knicks team, not fully healthy Thunder team. J-Dub's not going to play, but Shea should play, Hartenstein should play. I mean, most of your other killers should play. Over/under set at 222.5. In this spot, I'm going to stick with the Thunder minus 4.5. The Knicks, the Thunder have won a bunch of games in a row, right? Since Shea came back. And then the Knicks have won 4 of their last 5. The only caveat I have in there, their one loss in their last 5 is to the Cavaliers. So to me, I need to see the Knicks actually beat like the premier teams, and then I can believe them. I think they can beat all the teams that are worse than them, but I haven't yet to see them beat a team recently that's better than them. So give me the Thunder here, minus 4.5. They've been covering this number in games. Even against the Nuggets in that overtime game, they covered this number. I think they won by 6 or 7. So give me the Thunder here on the road, especially if Shea plays. If Shea doesn't play, this number is going to move a lot, and then I would probably be on the Knicks. But with Shea playing, which I'm assuming he's going to, give me the Thunder all day long in this spot, minus 4.5. As far as an over/under, I wanted to be on the under here because defense, has been playing well, but the Knicks, in their unders, they've been playing these inferior teams that they hold to less than 100 points. I don't think you're holding the Thunder to less than 100 points, and I think the Thunder, while they can play great defense, I don't think they're going to hold the Knicks to less than 100. So if both teams are going to clear 100, I like over 222.5. It feels a touch too low. I could be completely wrong because this could be like a playoff intensity game, but I like the over in this spot, over 222.5. As far as a player prop in this game, we're going to be on Jalen Brunson for 25 points. You can say whatever you want about the Knicks and how I just said I don't think they're even going to win the game, but Brunson shows up and he shows out. So 25 points for him when he averages, I think, 27, and he's been absolutely balling all year. I don't think that's too hard for him to get, unless they, put Caruso on him and shut him down or something. I don't think he gets the free throw line like 10 times a game, so he gets half his points at the free throw line, and we don't think he can go make 15 points worth of shots. I love Brunson for 25 points today, so that's your player prop. Next game we got is this, like I said, second best game of the day in my opinion. Hornets at the Celtics. 6.5 is the spread. Celtics are favored at home. Over/under is 212.5, which is the lowest on the board today. If you guys have been following along with us the last couple days, last week or two, we've really liked the Hornets since they went on that crazy run before the All-Star break where they won 12 games in a row. I've been a huge fan of the Hornets, and we always get like good numbers with them. Even the big spreads like we had them yesterday, they cashed for us minus 12.5. But in this spot, I'm going to be on the Celtics minus 6.5. They are the 2 seed for a reason in the East, and the Hornets, while they have been playing good and they have been covering, I don't know if they're going to be able to go in there and cover against the Celtics team. The Celtics team, I was looking at their last 5 games. They've been absolutely destroying people, winning by tons of points. I just don't see how the Hornets go in and do this. If this was a Hornets home game and they were plus 6.5, I would take the Hornets because I think they play better at home. But on the road against this really strong Celtics team, I can't get there for the 6.5. It was 8.5. I would take the Hornets, but it's not. So give me the Celtics here, minus 6.5. Feels like the right side to me. And then as far as an over/under, like I said, it's really low at 212.5, and that's mostly because the Celtics have been holding teams to under. on their points, and the Hornets have been holding people to under when they've been at home as well. But I'm gonna be on an over here. I think the Celtics can win this game by 20 if they want to. And then I don't think the Hornets are just not going to show up. I just think when it comes down to the very end of the game, the clutch time, Jaylen Brown and Derek White and Peyton Pritchard will do enough to, get the Celtics over the edge and then get a cover. We'll get a couple extra fouls, a couple extra free throws, and they'll end up winning this game by 7 or 8. That's how I see the game playing out. So, yeah, give me an over here, 212.5, just because of how low it is. I kind of have to just take it on principle because it's such a crazy low number for an NBA game these days. As far as player prop in this one, I like Peyton Pritchard here for 18 plus points. The guy's obviously been balling out of control all the last month. It was a toss-up between him and Derek White. They both averaged 17. They're both both set at 18. This is a plus 105 play, I think, over on DraftKings right now. So I like it for that spot. I was going to be on Jaylen Brown, but his number's just too high. I think it was 32 or something. And I'm not taking Jaylen Brown for 32 points. So give me Peyton Pritchard for 18 plus points. I really like it. And yeah, that's what I got for that game. Next game we got is the Jazz at the 76ers. Spread is 9.5. Obviously the Jazz are underdogs on the road at the 76ers. Embiid's not going to play again. You got a bunch of injuries for the Jazz like you have had all season. Obviously, Jaren Jackson's out for the season. Markkanen's not going to play in this one. Over under set at 212.5. Or no, 239.5. My mistake. I was like 212. What? Anyway, 239.5, which is a high number. But I will say the Sixers have been in a ton of high-scoring games lately, and then when you look at the Jazz, every single game they've been in, I believe it was every single game of their last 5 has gone over this number. They just don't stop people, and the Sixers being at home, I think they're going to be able to score whatever they want, whenever they want. So give me the Sixers here, minus 9.5, just because I just can't bet on the Jazz. They're one of the worst teams in the league, and they're trying to lose, as we all know. They're just tanking, and you don't have your stars. So give me the Sixers minus 9.5, even though you don't have Embiid. Maxey should have as many points as he wants, really. And then give me the over 239.5. And this is not because I think the Jazz are going to show up and show out. I think it's just the Sixers are going to get whatever they want. So they're going to score 130, 140, and then we just need the Jazz to break 100, basically. And the Sixers have kind of been letting teams score over that. So I like that in that spot. As far as a player prop, I kind of went around in circles on this. Maxey, his line is crazy high for points, so I couldn't get there with points, even though I just said he could probably get whatever he wants. I don't know if he's going to get that many points, but I like him for rebounds here. His line set at 4. He averages 4.2, so give me Maxey for 4 rebounds. I like that spot for him today, especially in a high-scoring game with lots of shots going up. There should be lots of boards. Next game we got is the Blazers at the Grizzlies. This one's interesting, right? The Blazers, obviously a good team. Grizzlies kind of up and down all around. Spread is 8.5. Blazers are favored on the road. They have the rest advantage because the Grizz just played last night against the Timberwolves, and actually a close one. They had a lead for a good portion of that game against the T-Wolves. The T-Wolves are no slouch, and the T-Wolves were fully healthy, and the Grizz weren't. And then you've got the Blazers, like I said, coming off. I think they haven't played since the first. So they've got a few days of rest advantage over the Grizzlies. 8.5 is the line. Over under is 237.5. We're going to be on the under here. I was looking at the point totals, and just like the Blazers have not been getting to this number very often at all. And then the Grizz even, they don't tend to score this high. So I like the under 237.5. It is a big number, so I just think it's too high of a number for us. And then as far as the side we're going to be on, I like the Grizz here plus 8.5. Like I said, they just played the T-Wolves in a close one, so unless they're fatigued from that, which, I mean, there's a chance, I don't see how the Blazers come in here and win this thing by more than 9. I like the Blazers. I think they play good basketball, but I don't know if they're going to come in on the road and win by 9 points. That seems like a big ask for me. So give me the Grizz here plus 8.5. I'll take the home dog, and I don't need them to win the game. I just need them to keep the game close. And from what I saw last night against the T-Wolves, if they can bring that intensity again, I think they can keep this game close. Next, we got, as far as a player prop in this one, I like Santi Aldama for 12 points. His average is 14 on the season, and his line set at 12 points. So give me that. That just feels too easy, honestly, which it probably is, and he'll probably end the game with 10 or 6. But yeah, give me Aldama for 12 points. Like I said, his average is 14. That's all I need to see to take that line. Next, we got the Hawks at the Bucks. These are the last 2 games. This is the other competitive game of the night. The spread's 1.5. Obviously, Giannis is back for the Bucks. He's played 1 game, I think. They played the Celtics just the other night. But yeah, so you got the Hawks plus 1.5 on the road at the Bucks minus 1.5. Over under sit at 233.5. Hawks are quietly really hot. I think they've won 4 or 5 in a row. The Bucks, obviously coming off a couple tough losses. They lost to the Bulls. They lost to the Celtics. They lost to the Knicks. But I don't think the Hawks are going to be able to come in here and run roughshod over the Bucks. So give me the Bucks here -1.5, and eventually, hot streak has to come to an end. And the Hawks, they beat a bunch of teams, but they didn't beat like a bunch of good teams. I think they played Washington twice, they played the Nets once. So while they have been convincing wins, they have not been against like quality opponents, and I think with Giannis back, that changes the math a bit for the Bucks, which is why the book has it as a pick'em, right? As far as an over/under, it's 233.5 is the line. The Hawks have gone over this number in all their last games, but like I said, I don't expect we're going to get the same Hawks team against this Bucks team that we got against those other opponents. So give me the under here, 233.5. I think the Bucks can play good enough defense to slow the game down a bit, and then. Like I said, I think it's in a close game. Give me the Bucks at the end of the game. You got Giannis. He's going to go get fouled in the lane, whatever, right? So that's what I like here. And then as far as a player prop in this one, I like Jonathan Kuminga for 15 plus points. It's a plus 105 play over on DraftKings right now, so maybe swoop it up. If you guys are going to bet it, go swoop it up before it changes. But his line, he's played 3 games for the Hawks, 20 points, 27 points, and 17 points. So he's cleared this number in every single game. So I like him for 15 points. He's going to get a lot of playing time. He's going to get the run, and he's an ISO player that just give me the ball, get out of my way, let me go score. And so I like him for 15 points. I think it's a great thing for him. I've always liked Kuminga, even when he was on Golden State. I liked him. He just didn't fit with the rotation, right? And I think him being in a fresh place like Atlanta where they're just like, hey, go play your game, dude. I think it's brought a lot of energy to his game. So give me Kuminga for 15 plus points. Like I said, he's done it in all 3 games with Atlanta so far, so I don't see why that would change today. And then our final game of the day is the Pacers at the Clippers. Spread is 12.5, which is big. And the over/under set at 226.5. The Pacers have all their games have gone over this number in the last 5 or 6. So give me the Pacers. Give me the over in this spot, 226.5, just because the Pacers do not stop anybody. Siakam's a game time decision. If he plays, then I'd like the over even more because I think they'll score more points if Siakam plays. The Pacers side, they'll contribute more to the score. And then as far as a side, we're going to be on the Clippers here -12.5. It's going to be a little dicey if Siakam plays because they're a much better team when he plays. But they have not been beating anybody by these numbers. And the Clippers beat the Warriors the other night by 13, so that would be a cover. That would have covered this number. And I think we all would agree that the Warriors are a much better team than the Pacers, even when they don't have Steph. So too small of a number for me. Clippers, obviously, they had 2 games in a row. They didn't play last night, so they get the rest advantage. Well, maybe it's not an advantage because the Pacers I don't think played last night either. But both teams there's no rest advantage, and then you've got the Clippers -12.5. I mean, they're at home. I think they'll get the job done. Kawhi is playing, so it feels like a great spot. And then our player prop is going to be Benedict Mathurin for 20 plus points. That is his line in this game. He's playing his old team. I think he's going to go in there and just put up a ton of numbers. And he obviously has been getting all the playing time because whenever Kawhi's out, Mathurin's back in. So I think with the playing time, him playing his old team, I think it just sets up nice for us to get a 20-point game out of Mathurin. And he might go for 30, but 20 points is his line. We just take it simple, keep it clean. But yeah, that's what I like for you guys. That is the NBA slate for March 4th. As always, thank you guys so much for tuning in. I do appreciate it. If you made it to the end of the video, drop a comment down below. Let me know that you saw it. That is all I got for you. Lock of the day will be out sometime later today, and we're going for 8 in a row today, which is awesome. And yeah, that's all I got for you guys. Appreciate it. Catch y'all in the next one. Peace.